Welcome to the deep dive. Get ready because we're about to jump headfirst into a vibrant collection of 10 of the world's most fascinating frogs. We've been looking at some truly eye-opening sources. Yeah.
Absolutely. And fascinating is the right word. I mean, these frogs really showcase some bizarre and brilliant evolutionary paths. Forget Kermit. These guys have some wild stories.
Exactly. Yeah. Our look into these articles really dug up some surprising details. It just highlights the incredible adaptability of these creatures.
Yeah.
So our goal today, our mission really, is to pull out the most memorable insights about these 10 frogs, give you a shortcut to some seriously cool natural history, and, hopefully spark a bit of wonder.
This sounds great. Where do we start?
Okay, let's unpack this. Starting with a frog whose look might ring a bell for gamers out there.
The Pac-Man frog.
Right, the Pac-Man frog. Scientifically, it's Ceratophrys. The name kind of means horned toad, which hints at its appearance.
Oh, it's also called the South American horned frog. There are actually 8 species found across South American rainforests. And like you said, the nickname, it comes from that round body and, well, exceptionally large mouth.
Just like the video game character.
Exactly.
And these Pac-Man frogs, they aren't exactly picky eaters, are they? Seems like they'll try swallowing just about anything that wanders too close.
Oh, definitely not picky. Insects, rodents, lizards.
Other frogs even?
Yep, even other frogs.
Yeah.
They're ambush predators with a, let's say, enthusiastic appetite.
Huh. Enthusiastic.
Well, it's an interesting evolutionary trade-off, right? This eat-anything strategy means they don't miss chances when food is scarce.
Makes sense.
But the downside is, well, their ambition sometimes gets the better of them. There are actual documented cases of these frogs suffocating. They try to eat prey that's just too big.
Wow, you'd think they'd learn their limits. But, okay, despite this risky dining style, they can live a pretty long time.
They can, yeah. On average, maybe 6 to 7 years. Some in captivity have even hit 10 years.
Not bad for a frog living dangerously.
And another interesting thing, the size difference between the sexes is quite significant. Females can get up to like 6.5 inches,
Whoa.
while the males usually top out around 4.5 inches. You have to wonder if that plays into their breeding strategies.
Interesting point. Okay, so from a frog with a huge appetite to one you could, well, easily overlook, the glass frog. This one has a truly unique feature. You can almost see right through it.
That's right. The glass frog, Hylonobatrachium pellucidum, that name pellucidum, it means translucent. It's remarkable.
How translucent are we talking?
Well, its skin lacks a lot of pigmentation. It's so see-through that you can actually see some internal organs. The heart, liver, digestive tract.
No way. You can literally watch its heart beating.
Pretty much. It's an extraordinary adaptation.
But what's the advantage? Why be see-through?
Well, the main idea is camouflage. It might help diffuse their outline when they're sitting on, say, light-colored leaves, makes them harder for predators to spot.
Okay, camouflage.
And despite looking so fragile, these tiny frogs, often no bigger than your fingernail, they do just fine. They thrive in the rainforest on the Amazonian slopes of the Andes in Ecuador and Peru.
Amazing. From tiny and see-through to, well, the complete opposite, the Goliath frog. This one definitely lives up to its name.
Oh, absolutely. The Goliath frog, Conrail Goliath, it holds the title fair and square, largest frog species on Earth.
How large are we talking?
Get this, up to 13 inches long, and they can weigh up to 7 pounds.
7 pounds? That's like a small cat.
Exactly. It's incredible.
And these giants, they have a pretty restricted range, don't they?
They do, yeah. Their habitat is quite small, mainly found in parts of Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea and West Africa.
Huh.
And interestingly, despite their size, they also seem to live quite a long time for a frog. Up to 15 years, potentially.
15 years, wow. Okay, we've hit extremes in size and transparency. Now let's switch gears to a group known for something very different. Poison dart frogs.
Right, the poison dart frogs. That's actually a common name covering a huge group, over 175 species. They're native to Central and South American tropical rainforests.
And they're all toxic.
They all possess toxins, yes, but, and this is important, the potency varies a lot between species. Some are incredibly toxic, others much less so.
Okay. And the name, poison dart. There's a story there, isn't there? It's not like every single one was used for darts.
Exactly. The name comes from the fact that some indigenous groups historically used toxins from a few specific species to coat the tips of their blow darts for hunting.
Ah, only a few.
Precisely. Our sources stress that only a small fraction were actually used that way. So the name is evocative, sure, but it's a bit of a generalization for the whole colorful group. It makes you wonder how they get those toxins in the first place.
That's a good question. Okay, moving on. Another really unique-looking amphibian, the purple frog. This one, well, it doesn't look like your typical frog.
Not at all. The purple frog, Nasicopatrachus cyadraensis. It's also called the pig-nosed frog.
Cygnus. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, it's got that sort of pointed pig-like snout. It's found only in the Western Ghats in southeastern India. It's endemic, meaning it lives nowhere else.
Wow!
Its whole look is distinctive, robust, kind of rounded body and that weird snout. It's perfectly adapted for living underground.
Underground!
It spends most of the year buried, only coming out briefly during the monsoon season to breed.
Incredible. Okay, next up. A frog described as among the rarest and most remarkable amphibians in the world. The Malagasy rainbow frog. Sounds spectacular.
It really is. Scaphiophrangottleby, also called the ornate hopper or red rain frog. And yes, as the name suggests, it's from Madagascar, endemic to there.
What makes it so remarkable? Just the colors?
The colors are stunning, sure, multicolored skin.
Yeah.
But it's also incredibly adaptable. Get this. It can climb vertical rock faces.
Vertical rocks. Why?
Probably to escape flash floods or maybe predators. And on top of that, it can survive for up to 10 months of the year buried underground.
10 months. Buried.
Yep. Just feeding on insects down there. That's an extraordinary amount of time to be, hidden away in a totally different environment.
Talk about a hidden life. Okay, next we have a species that's rare for maybe more worrying reasons. The Panamanian golden frog. And our source made a point of saying it's actually a toad.
That's right, technically a toad, Atelopus siteki, a rare species, endemic to Panama. And sadly, yes, it's critically endangered.
Critically endangered.
It's a stark reminder, isn't it, of the threats facing so many amphibians worldwide, habitat loss, disease, things like that. These toads can live about 12 years, but their survival in the wild is really, really precarious. There are major conservation efforts underway.
Yeah, it's always tough hearing about species right on the edge. Let's shift focus, though, to another master of disguise. The Vietnamese mossy frog.
Ah, yes, the Vietnamese mossy frog, Philoderma cortico. This one is a fantastic example of camouflage, just incredible. Well, it's native to northern Vietnam, lives in subtropical or tropical areas. And its skin, it's evolved to look almost exactly like moss growing on a rock or tree bark. Gives them amazing concealment.
Wow. Blends right in.
Perfectly. But unfortunately, like many others, they're also threatened by habitat loss right now.
And if their camouflage fails, they have a pretty dramatic backup plan, don't they? Something about playing dead.
They do, yeah. It's not something you see every day in a frog. If it gets really frightened, the Vietnamese mossy frog curls up into a tight ball and just plays dead. It's called thanatosis.
Thanatosis, like playing possum.
Exactly. And sometimes that's enough to put off a predator that prefers, live prey.
Clever. Okay, from playing dead to a really unique form of parenting. Darwin's frog. The way this species reproduces is, well, it's pretty out there.
It really is extraordinary. Darwin's frog, Rhinoderma darwini, native to Chile and Argentina rainforests, and yes, named after Charles Darwin, who discovered it there.
How big are they?
Oh, they're small, only about 1.2 inches long. But their claim to fame isn't size, it's that parental care.
Well.
The tadpoles, they actually developed inside the male frog's vocal sac.
Wait, inside the vocal sac where they make their croaking sounds? How does that even work?
I know, it sounds crazy. But yeah, the male Darwin's frog essentially swallows the fertilized eggs. They don't go to his stomach, though. They go into his vocal sac.
And the tadpoles just live in there.
They develop in there. He basically carries them around until they've morphed into tiny froglets. Then he sort of gives birth by, opening his mouth and letting them hop out.
He spits them out.
Essentially, yeah. It's an absolutely astounding adaptation. A really unusual form of dad duty in the amphibian world.
That is mind-blowing. Okay, finally, our 10th frog. Another vibrantly colored one, and sadly, another one in trouble. The golden mantella frog.
Yes, the golden mantella, Mantella aurantiaca. It's stunningly beautiful, very small, only about 20 to 26 millimeters long. But this brilliant gold or yellow color.
And it's also from Madagascar.
Endemic to Madagascar, yes.
Yes.
Like the rainbow frog.
Yeah.
But tragically, the golden mantella is considered the most threatened amphibian species in Madagascar.
Oh, no.
Facing severe pressure from habitat destruction, plus the illegal pet trade is a big problem for them too.
Wow. What a list. I mean, in this quick tour, we've seen just an astonishing range of adaptations, haven't we?
Absolutely. Incredible camouflage, powerful toxins, really strange feeding habits, unique parenting. It just hammers home the incredible biodiversity just within this one group of animals.
From see-through skin to dads carrying babies in their throats.
Exactly. These 10 species, They're just a tiny glimpse, really, into the vast
Uh,
and often surprising ways life evolves on Earth. We've seen giants, tiny ones, see-through ones, mossy ones, frogs with incredible defenses, and that amazing paternal care.
it really makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It does. What other incredible evolutionary feats are still out there, maybe undiscovered?
It's truly mind-boggling to think about all these different ways of surviving, of thriving. And considering these amazing examples we just talked about, what other hidden wonders might exist in nature, maybe right under our noses? Things we're only just starting to understand.
Or things that might vanish before we even get the chance to learn about them?
Yeah, it definitely gives you a lot to ponder. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive into the world of seriously cool frogs with us today.